Discretion is advised.
Nice intro there from the developers and designers of the game. I would like to welcome you to CYSLet'sPlay HD channel. Today we will start our journey into the world of Dragon Age Origins, which is the first game in the Dragon Age franchise. It is a role-playing game developed by BioWare and published by Electronic Arts in 2009. And so is the golden city blackened, with each step you take in my home. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven, and doom upon all the world.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. The Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
The game has 6 different plots depending on which race and class you choose to play with. I will go through all these icons starting from the human race. Humans, the most numerous yet the most divided of all the races. Only 4 times have they ever united under a single cause, the last being centuries ago. Religion and the chantry play a large part in human society. It distinguishes them culturally from elves and dwarves more than anything else. Humans can be warriors, rogues, or mages. Elves. Once enslaved by humans, most elves have all but lost their culture, scrounging and improvised living in the slums of human cities. Only the nomadic Dalish tribes will cling to their traditions, living by the bow and the rule of their old gods as they roam the ancient forests. Welcome nowhere else. Elves can be warriors, rogues, or mages. Dwarves. Rigidly bound by caste and tradition, the dwarves have been waging a losing war for generations, trying to protect the last stronghold of their once vast underground empire from the Darkspawn. Dwarves are very tough and have a high resistance to all forms of magic, thus preventing them from becoming mages. Very interesting. Moving to class, the warriors are powerful fighters focusing on melee and ranged weapons to deal with their foes. They can withstand and deliver a great deal of punishment and have a strong understanding of tactics and strategy. Specializations for a warrior include Berserker, Templar, Champion, and Reaver. Mage. As dangerous as it is potent, magic is a curse for those lacking the will to wield it. Malevolent spirits that wish to enter the world of the living are drawn to mages like beacons, putting the mage and everyone nearby in constant danger. Because of this, mages lead lives of isolation, locked away from the world they threaten. Rogue. Rogues are skilled adventurers who come from all walks of life. All rogues possess some skill in picking locks and spotting traps, making them valuable assets to any party. Tactically, they are not ideal front-line fighters, but if rogues can circle around behind their target, they can backstab to devastating effect. Rogue specializations are Ranger, Bard, Duelist, and Assassin. Now the background is always set to noble for each and every race. So with everything being said, let us proceed to the next level.
Greetings.
Greetings to you too, young warrior. Playing here a little bit with the appearance of our player, some interesting portraits, and you can play with many of these features here. Hair, voice. Interesting. Let's see what's here.
I have lost concentration.
How do you do?
Greetings.
Greetings.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Greetings.
Ah, my spell! Greetings. I have lost the spell. My weapon does nothing. Greetings. Well, that didn't work. Greetings.
Wise is quite interesting voice. And it's the time to name our warrior. How should we name him? Let me think. Dragon Slayer, perhaps? No. I think Slayer should be better name. Yes, Slayer. Proceeding to the next page, we will see the attributes of our warrior. Starting from strength, strength measures a character's physical prowess and directly affects the damage a character deals in physical combat. It also contributes to the accuracy of melee attacks. High strength is essential for warriors, in particular if they wish to wield two-handed weapons, and is nearly as critical for rogues. Dexterity is a measure of agility, reflexes, and balance. Higher dexterity improves a character's chance to hit, makes the character more likely to dodge incoming blows, and contributes to the damage dealt by piercing weapons like daggers or arrows. Archery and dual weapon fighting styles demand high dexterity to master, making this attribute a favorite for rogues. Willpower represents a character's determination and mental fortitude. With high willpower, mages can cast more spells thanks to a deeper mana pool. For warriors and rogues, willpower grants more stamina for combat techniques and special attacks. Magic is the measure of character's natural affinity for the arcane. This attribute is crucial for mages since it directly increases a character's spell power score, which determines the potency of all spells. The magic attribute also determines how effective potions, politics, and salves are for all classes. Cunning determines how well a character learns and reasons. Most skills, such as herbalism or combat tactics, require a quick mind to master, and an observant eye can more easily find weaknesses in enemy armor. Rogues benefit most from this statistic, as many of their class abilities and special attacks rely on subtlety or reading the target, not raw strength. Constitution represents health and resilience. Higher constitution directly increases the amount of damage a character can take before falling on the battlefield. Interesting enough, let us spend our points whether it's necessary as a warrior. Probably willpower, not so much, and a bit of strength maybe. Yes, let's go with strength. Let's proceed. And on this page we can find the skills. We have 1 point to spend on skills attributes. There are a lot of skills you can actually spend your points on. But for the moment, let's spend our 1 point on expert combat training, which seems pretty useful. Let's proceed to the next page, and here we have the talents of our warrior. We get 2 points to spend. Again, there are a lot of talents here you can spend your points on. I'm not gonna go through all of this. Powerful. Seems interesting enough, so let's spend 1 point there. And our next point, I could spend it on the weapons and shield department. Shield defense seems interesting, but let's spend our point to shield panel and let us proceed. Here I could choose hard, but I won't do that. Let's play on normal difficulty level. I think it's more preferable for playthroughs, and because I don't want to keep dying all the time. Okay, normal difficulty set. Let's see what's next.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
Alright, welcome back, guys. We have made our entrance in the castle. And our answer is, and you are home.
My daughter Delayla asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
Oh, how nice of her. I would love that.
Good. She goes on about your prowess as a warrior. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Leaving me in charge, father. Then I will do my best.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They defeated the Darkspawn long ago.
Not permanently, I fear.
Without their warning of the Darkspawn rising now, half the nation could have been overrun before we'd had a chance to react. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
I think I rather like that idea, father.
I have not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course, father.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where is Fergus?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt, spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Alright guys, this brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed. A like is always appreciated. Subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you next time. Stay tuned.